I tested all of the best budget gaming laptops of 2026, and in this video, I am going to rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. MSI Cyborg 17. This keeps things super lightweight and stylish with that translucent design, but the hardware feels entry-level once you start pushing modern games. It handles esports and lighter titles fine, yet AAA games need settings turned down and the GPU power just isn't there compared to rivals. Battery life and performance both land in the just okay zone, so it feels more like a starter gaming machine than a long-term one. For casual gamers or students on a tight budget, it works, but I'm personally placing this in the average tier. Lenovo LOQ 15. This delivers really solid 1080p performance with consistent frame rates and surprisingly good thermals for a budget gaming machine. The build is sturdy, the display is better than most in this price range, and it even holds up well in longer gaming sessions without overheating. You still get weak speakers and average battery life, but the overall value and smooth gaming experience make it easy to recommend. For most budget gamers, I'm confidently putting this in the great tier. ASUS TUF Gaming A16. This brings serious performance for the price, with strong Ryzen CPUs and RTX graphics that can handle modern AAA games without falling apart. The chassis feels durable and thermals are handled well, though the fans get loud and the display can look a bit washed out in some lighting. It's not the prettiest panel, but the raw performance and battery life make it a killer option for people who just want frames. Because of that balance of power and value, I'm putting this in the great tier. ASUS TUF Gaming F16. This focuses on giving you strong gaming performance and a sturdy build without charging premium prices, and it usually nails that mission. You get solid cooling, reliable frame rates, and a fast display that works great for competitive gaming. The trade-offs are the bulkier design and average speakers, but nothing here feels like a deal-breaker for the price. For budget players who want dependable performance, I'm locking this in to the great tier. MSI Katana A15 AI. This packs strong specs for the money, with Ryzen 8000 series CPUs and RTX graphics that can even reach RTX 4070 levels in some configs. Gaming performance is solid, and the high refresh rate display keeps everything feeling smooth, but build quality and battery life still feel very budget-focused. It's a great pick if you just want power per dollar and don't care about premium touches. Because of that mix of strong performance and mid-tier polish, I'm placing this in the good tier. Alienware AC1625. This pushes strong performance for the price with a solid GPU-CPU combo that can handle modern AAA games on high settings without constant tweaking. The cooling keeps up decently, but the chassis can get warm, and the battery life is nothing to brag about. I like the premium feel and display quality, though it's not the best value compared to rivals in this range. For someone who wants that Alienware style on a budget, I'm placing this in the good tier. Acer Nitro ANV 15-52-586Z. This leans heavily on affordability, giving just enough GPU power to run esports titles smoothly and some AAA games on medium settings. The build is mostly plastic and the screen isn't the brightest or most color accurate, so it feels very entry-level overall. Thermals are acceptable, but the fans can get loud during longer gaming sessions. For pure budget buyers who just want playable performance, I'm putting this in the average tier. ASUS TUF A16. This brings a strong mix of performance and durability with its sturdy chassis and surprisingly efficient cooling under load. The high refresh rate display makes fast shooters feel smooth, and the battery life is better than most gaming laptops in this price bracket. It's not perfect, the speakers and webcam are pretty basic, but the performance to price ratio hits that sweet spot. For value-focused gamers who still want serious power, I'm placing this in the great tier. Lenovo Legion 5i. This delivers top-tier performance for a budget gaming machine with excellent thermals and a GPU that can comfortably handle demanding games on high or ultra settings. The keyboard feels great, the screen is fast and responsive, and the build quality punches way above its price. It's a bit heavier than some competitors, but that's the trade-off for this level of power and cooling. For all-around performance and consistency, I'm putting this in the God tier. Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 10. This keeps the same strong thermal design and reliable gaming performance, making it one of the easiest budget recommendations for smooth 1080p and even some 1440p gaming. The display is sharp and fast, and the keyboard plus port selection make it super practical for daily use. It doesn't try to be flashy, but it nails performance and reliability where it matters most. For gamers who just want the best bang for buck without compromises, I'm placing this in the God tier. HP Victus 15. This keeps things simple with solid entry-level GPUs like the RTX 3050 or 4050, so I can comfortably hit 1080p medium to high settings in most games. The thermals and build feel a bit budget though, and the screen options can be pretty average unless I get the higher refresh panel. Battery life is fine for a gaming laptop, but not something I'd travel with all day. For casual gamers or students on a tight budget, I'm placing this in the average tier. Acer Nitro 16 Gaming Laptop. This pushes way more performance than most budget rigs, thanks to Ryzen 7 or Intel i7 chips paired with RTX 4060 graphics, so I'm getting legit high FPS 1080p and even some 1440p gaming. The 165Hz display and decent cooling make it feel like a proper gaming machine instead of a compromise. It's a bit chunky and loud under load, but I'll take that for the performance boost. For value-focused gamers who want strong specs without overspending, I'm putting this in the good tier. MSI Thin GF63. This is super lightweight for a gaming laptop, which I like, but the thinner design means weaker cooling and lower power GPUs, like the RTX 4050. I can still play modern games at 1080p, but I have to dial settings back more than I'd like. The single-fan thermal setup really shows during longer sessions. For portability over raw power, I'm settling this into the average tier. MSI Katana 15HX. This one brings serious horsepower with HX series CPUs in RTX 4060 or 4070 graphics, so I'm flying through competitive titles at high refresh rates. The keyboard feels great for gaming, and the cooling holds up better than most in this price range. The chassis still feels a bit plasticky, and battery life isn't amazing, but performance is what matters here. With this level of power for the money, I'm confidently putting it in the great tier. HP Omen Transcend 14. This blends premium design with real gaming power, thanks to RTX 4060 graphics and a gorgeous OLED display that makes everything look incredible. I love how thin and portable it is compared to most gaming laptops, and it still handles modern games really well. Thermals can get warm, and it's pricier than typical budget options, but the experience feels high-end. For gamers who want performance in a sleek package, I'm locking this into the great tier. ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. This thing packs ridiculous power into a tiny chassis, and I love how it runs modern AAA games smoothly while still feeling super portable. The OLED panel is gorgeous, and the keyboard and build feel premium, but it can get hot, and the battery isn't amazing when I'm gaming hard. It's not the cheapest option, but if I want high-end performance without carrying a brick, this hits perfectly. I'm confidently putting this in God tier. Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5, 2025. This one feels more like a creator-leaning laptop that can still game decently, especially with mid-range GPUs and solid CPU performance. The display and build are strong for the price, but thermals and sustained gaming performance don't match true gaming-focused machines. I'd grab it if I want to work and play hybrid that stays fairly affordable. For pure gaming value though, I'm placing this in good tier. HP Omen 16. This delivers strong performance for the money and feels like a proper gaming machine with good cooling and high refresh panels. It's clearly meant to stay plugged in most of the time, and the battery life isn't great, but when I'm gaming at a desk, it performs reliably and looks clean. It's a great balance of power and price for most players. I'm putting this in great tier. MSI Thin A15. This one focuses on being affordable and lightweight, but I can feel the compromises in build quality and cooling when pushing heavier games. It's fine for esports titles or casual gaming, yet it struggles to keep up with more demanding AAA settings compared to thicker rivals. I'd only grab this if budget is tight and expectations are realistic. Because of those trade-offs, I'm dropping this into average tier. Acer Nitro V16 SAI. This hits a nice middle ground with solid performance and modern specs that can handle most games comfortably at 1080p or 1440p. It's not the quietest machine, and the design feels more budget-focused, but the value is strong, and it gets the job done for most gamers. I like it for someone who wants good performance without overspending. I'm placing this in good tier. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best budget gaming laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.